There's a ton of reasons why an animated movie or an animated show may take off, but I think there's one thing that people aren't really talking about. It's my own theory that I want to present called the Barbie and Ken formula. Ever since Ken's inception, Barbie and Ken together just seem to work. The dynamic has always worked out well, whether it be in the form of selling dolls or in the form of eventual movies. And the general concept is that it works on a formula of 70% Barbie and 30% Ken. Barbie is still the forefront of all of the franchise, all of the plot development, the show, the company, the IP is always about Barbie, but Ken has a 30% role, so he's not nothing. And I think that this formula works a lot better than the 50-50 or the 100-0 or any other formula. The 70-30 just seems to be the perfect balance. And I give you one of the best examples of this use of the formula in animation. Kim Possible. Now, one can argue that Kim Possible is already just a more modernized and high tech version of Ken and Barbie, but it utilizes the formula so well, and the show was super popular because of it. The show was always first and foremost about Kim. Kim was the superhero, Kim was the popular kid, Kim was the head cheerleader, Kim was the center of the IP, the center of the merch. The plot always revolves around Kim as the primary protagonist. But Ron doesn't do nothing. Ron has his own moments where he gets to be the hero and save the day. Ron has his moments as the support character where he's the voice of reason. And Ron overall plays a really good role as the Ken. Ken also had a lot of moments in the animated movies where he would step up and get to be the hero, so it's a great 70-30 trade off, and it was really popular with fans. It ultimately was so popular that it led Disney Channel to break one of Disney Channel's golden rules. At the time Kim Possible was on, Disney Channel worked off the 65 episode premise, which essentially meant that a show, whether animated or live action, got 65 episodes and then you were done. So the production team for Kim Possible respected that. They did 62 episodes and then they did a TV movie that was supposed to wrap the entire series up, in which Chigo and Dr. Draken got arrested and Kim and Ron got together. The hype around Kim and Ron getting together at last was so big that they ended up granting them a fourth and final season, breaking the 65 rule tradition and letting them have another 21 episodes in order to wrap the show up. The show was wildly popular. And why? I think that there's a couple reasons, but of course, I do think that a lot of that has to do with the Barbie and Ken formula. Again, it's just a working theory, but I do think it works. Stay tuned for other examples.